Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, November 27, 2025.
Bro! Oh my god, please, Mother Nature. Did it hit my car?
Nearly 120,000 properties are without power across Western Sydney, the Hunter, Mid-North Coast, South Coast and Central and Northwest NSW after high winds and heavy rain swept through the state. A hailstorm is approaching Sydney and is set to impact millions of people. Severe thunder, damaging winds and large hailstones are rolling across New South Wales. Blackheath, Oakdale, Dapto have been hit among other towns, and the storms are moving towards the east to southeast.
Holy shit. Oh my god. That's insane. I'm coming to see my car.
The storm was one of a series that had left a swathe of damage across the state's Central West, Central Coast, Hunter, Illawarra and Sydney regions. About 117,000 properties across the state will be without power overnight after heavy rain and strong winds tore down trees and electricity lines. More than 57,000 of those properties are in Western Sydney, which is covered by the Endeavour Energy Network. Affected areas include Blacktown, Rooty Hill, Doonside and Kings Park. In a statement, the energy provider warned customers to be prepared to be without power overnight. They are forecast to reach Sydney Airport by Wednesday evening, NZ time. A severe weather warning has been put in place and covers an area spanning 250 kilometers. From Nora to Wyong on the NSW Central Coast.news.com reported. Footage shared on social media has already captured wet weather in Bungaraibi, Sydney. One onlooker said there was hail. Australia's weather service said a cold front and unstable air mass was combining to produce severe thunderstorms.
Oi, what the fuck? Is there a bathroom? I'm getting in the bathtub.
I'm supposed to go to this meeting.
Oh man, can't go this way there, look. It's very bad raining now.
The storm caused large tree limbs to smash into Carrie Taberner's garden fence. It was pretty bad. The wind has blown everything, the rain was so thick, and then all of a sudden you just started seeing things blowing down, Ms. Taberner said. Wind gusts of 119 kilometers per hour were recorded at Nobby's Head in Newcastle shortly after 2 p.m. In the Hunter Valley town of Kurri Kurri, strong winds blew off a roof in the town's main street, nearly hitting those in nearby cars. Lisa Zammit, who manages a bakery in the town's main street, said the storm came out of nowhere and left a trail of destruction. The local residents said, "It sort of hit us quite suddenly, and then we had a lot of sheeting off a roof. No one knows where it's from yet and it's still laying on the road. There's mangled metal and pieces of wood with big nails sticking out." It came as the state sweltered through a scorching day with Gosford and Williamtown 12 degrees Celsius above average at 37°C and 38°C respectively. Sydney was 11°C above average at 34°C. making it the warmest November day in 5 years. The State Emergency Service (SES) said it had received more than 250 calls for assistance within a few hours of the first storms hitting, with 120 of those in orange. The storm cell brought gusts of 109 kilometers per hour at the Orange Airport about lunchtime, leaving a swathe of damage from fallen trees. SES Deputy Zone Commander Joshua Clark said the cleanup was going to take several days. Quite a ferocious, vicious storm that didn't produce significant amounts of rain as such, but certainly packed a punch in terms of the very strong, damaging winds, Mr. Clark said. SES crews were also called to major damage in the town of Nevertire, west of Dubbo, with reports of roofs being blown off and structural damage to buildings from trees falling down. In St. Mary's in Sydney's west, a tree fell on a house and caused serious damage and a gas leak. Fire and Rescue NSW said they were investigating whether anyone was trapped in a granny flat. Authorities were on scene to turn off the gas as surrounding houses were also evacuated. James Morris, spokesperson for the Rural Fire Service (RFS), said crews battled 60 new fires across New South Wales throughout the day.
We're gonna go help the community.
He said heavy rainfall had eased conditions and the fire danger rating had been downgraded from catastrophic. Currently, we have 50 fires burning across NSW, with 13 of those still not contained, Mr. Morris said. We're now seeing all fires across NSW back to advice level. The Bureau of Meteorology, BOM, said damaging winds and large hailstones have been reported near Cessnock, Pokelbin and the Wollemi National Park near Singleton. As of 9:15 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm warning for damaging winds is in place for Lismore, Grafton, Tenterfield, Tweed Heads, Murwillumbah and Byron Bay. Just after 6 p.m. today, 98 km per hour wind gusts were recorded at Marawa in the Hunter region, while 96 km per hour winds were recorded at Terry Airport on the mid-north coast. The storms came on the same day as severe and catastrophic fire conditions gripped the state.